This is Cherry Tree Hill, and it's the second highest point on the island, and a lot of tourists stop here at this point because, well, they don't have the same reason why they stop here.
Some people, sitting on the beach only, and this is raw.
That is it, yeah.
Yeah, because they don't know island.
Yeah, I like this part of the island better than the west coast.
The thing is, most of the Caribbean Sea, is taken up by the hotels.
This is the Morgan Lewis sugar mill.
Built in 1727.
And it operated till the mid-1940s. There were once around 500 of these sugar mills all over Barbados, but now only a few of them remain, mostly in ruins. This is actually the only one that's completely intact, and it's only one of two in the Caribbean that's completely intact. The other one is on Antigua, but this one is the only operating one in the Caribbean. The one on Antigua doesn't operate anymore. Oh, that was a functioning sugar mill. They don't actually use it to produce anything, they just use it for occasional demonstrations for tourists.
Went down here on a holiday, so wanted me to show him around, and I took him all over the town. But going through the countryside, my face I wanted to hide. The condition of the road was a sight to see. So many times he had to say to me, look the boat, a big, big boat. Watch that boat, shun that boat, another boat.
What's that mountain in front of us?
Yeah, that's the first formation of Barbados.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is Bathsheba, one of the most famous beaches on the island, and also one of its most beautiful. And it's actually named after Bathsheba, who was the wife of King David. And legend says that she was bathed in milk to keep her skin beautiful and soft. So the reason they named it after her is because this white foam in the water is said to resemble her milk bath. It's said to have similar healing properties, but the white color and the healing properties are because of the minerals in the water. And this area is actually known as the Soup Bowl, and it's a popular surfing area. In fact, it's the island's top surfing spot, and it even holds international surfing competitions for top surfers. Over there in the distance, you can see Bathsheba's famous monster rock. It's actually a giant piece of coral. It's sort of in the shape of a mushroom. And I read that locals and tourists like to show off of it by climbing it, but it's a bit dangerous as the sharp coral cuts your hand. It's sort of the main landmark of Bathsheba. Everyone recognizes Bathsheba from that mushroom rock. Beautiful building behind me is the St. John's Church, and it was one of the oldest churches in Barbados. It was originally built out of wood in 1645, but in 1660 it was rebuilt out of stone, and the current church actually dates from 1836 because the stone church was destroyed by a hurricane in 1831. No, we're taking a picture of the church.
No picture of you. like castle.
You know, believe it or not, this place also has a connection to Constantinople, because right here behind us is the grave of Fernandino Paleolacus, and believe it or not, he's actually a descendant of the great Emperor Constantine. Actually came to the island in the 1600s and lived here for 20 years. He actually died in 1678, and what's really amazing is that even in death he managed to move around, because after a hurricane in 1831 his body was actually found embedded in quicklime with his head facing west in accordance with the Eastern Orthodox tradition. And he was actually buried at another spot previously when that occurred, but after that incident he was moved to his present location here at St. John's Church. It's a Codrington College. It's the oldest Anglican theological college in the Caribbean, named after Christopher Codrington. And it was built between 1715 and 1745, and Christopher Codrington actually died in 1710, and he believed strongly in both religion and education, so he wanted to combine the two, and he donated a bunch of land to build this college. But there was some trouble. The reason it took so long to complete is because there was some problem with the government, because Christopher Codrington actually wanted to give education to the slaves, but the government was opposed to that, so that's why it took so long to build. And several Caribbean priests have actually studied here in this college.
Come on, get the pictures, nice pictures here.
Yeah, okay, thank
Just
you.
walk down and get a picture.
This ragged point, the most eastern point of the island, and from here there is nothing for 2,500 miles until you hit the west coast of Africa, like around Senegal. Over there's the East Point Lighthouse. It's the third oldest of the island's 4 lighthouses, and it was built in 1875. And it's an 85-foot high coral structure, and as you can see, it went out of use. It's also known as the Ragged Point Lighthouse. Over there in the distance you can see the ruins of the Crane House. This is absolutely, this area right here is Bottom Bay. This area is very popular. And what I love about this beach is how secluded it is. It's just nestled in between these rocks. And this beach is sort of in a remote location and it's difficult to get to if you don't have a car, which is the reason why very many tourists don't know about it, and the reason it has been able to stay so secret. This is one of the most beautiful spots I've seen on the island. What a beautiful place to end our day.
Yeah.
What's up? Here's our friend, the jewelry vendor.
The jewelry man.
Yeah.
The only man
Here's
who
his
push.
jewelry. Yeah, he's here every day.
Every day. Selling his beads.
He's your brother?
My friend.
Your friend?
Yeah, he's alright.
He's cute guy.
Yeah. You like him?
I like him.
You want to take him home?
No, if you...
A bunch of red crabs wandering around. I guess they only come out at night because we walked down here a few times during the day and never saw these guys. Oh, this is nice. Even in this built-up resort area we have some wildlife thriving. Nice. Yeah, it's pushing it. We're on the grounds of the Dover Hotel and we have this cannon right here.
Okay, just go here, stop.
Oh man. at night St. Lawrence Gap is a completely different place because this is the time when the town really comes alive. It's my last full day here in Barbados, and I'm ending my journey with a snorkeling trip to see some turtles in a shipwreck. Wow, this is just absolutely incredible. All around us we have both green and loggerhead sea turtles, the two most common species of sea turtle found in Barbados. The two species can be easily distinguished by their shells. The green sea turtles tend to have a more smooth shell with larger patterns, while the loggerheads tend to have rougher shells with smaller patterns and be larger in size. The shell and head of the green sea turtle also appear, you've guessed it, green. But despite their differences, molecular genetics has confirmed crossbreeding between the two species. But what do these two species of sea turtle have in common? They're both highly endangered due to fishing nets, pollution, poaching, and modern development at nesting sites. Thankfully, conservationists have been doing everything they can to prevent these magnificent creatures from becoming extinct. Guys, this has been an absolutely incredible experience. Swimming with sea turtles is something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. This would be the perfect way to end our journey. But this adventure isn't over yet, because we still have one more stop to make on this tour. Hold on, because I have it set to video, but you can just, because I have it set to video, but you can, oh, it's still recording. Oh shit. Oh wow, you're on video. Yeah, here's this girl I met from Estonia. I'm really friendly. I never got her name.
Mary.
Hi Mary.
Hi.
How you like Barbados?
Very nice, very nice. Can I make video for you now?
Yeah. Sure, don't drop it. Hi. Here we are at the Folkestone Reef in Holetown. I snorkeled here earlier in my trip, but not in this section of the reef. Around here, it's supposed to be a shipwreck, so we're gonna check it out.
Now you dive. Now you dive.
Wait, get some shots of me underwater, but don't drop it.
I don't drop it.
Thank you.
We are heading this way, yes? Okay, we go.
Wow, this is just absolutely incredible. This reef is even more spectacular than the one we explored earlier. This strange looking coral we see all around us is called blade fire coral, and it is one of the most abundant species of coral in the Caribbean. Right below us we have some more of that branching or finger coral we saw earlier.
Riddles to solve, you must always get involved. Scratch your head and give it a try. Tell me who or what am I? Cause I am a group of men not enough. I used to miss my nation sugar pop. In profits last year I
This strange looking specimen in front of us is a coral fin, and it's pretty easy to see how it got its name.
I make the farmers pay me back. Don't mind the machines that the road and drop the kids on the road.
That gorgeous fish right there is a spotlight parrotfish in its initial phase. During this phase, it can be either male or female, but as it gets older, the female may transform herself into a male.
I don't want to drive you insane. You don't know producing cane. But for me it's a lot of fun, so I can give you another one. Bombay Dive.
Whoa, that strange looking thing is a trumpet fish. Whoa, that's a lot of fish. We must be getting close to something good. Yes, guys, I know it's a little murky, but right below us you can see the shipwreck.
I grew up fading in seawater, but nowadays that is the horror.
These striped fish we see all around us are sergeant major fish, and those larger blue ones we see are Bermuda chub. Wow, what an amazing way to end our adventure. I have to be honest, I never really had any interest in visiting Barbados until just a few months ago when I discovered just how much there is to see on the island. And like with all places I've traveled to, I had a preconception of what Barbados would be like before I arrived based on things I've read, and I have to say it wasn't exactly what I expected. During my visit, I met all sorts of different types of people. There were those genuinely friendly people who were there to help you and take care of you and make you feel welcome. But there were also those people who only wanted your money, and then there were those who were just plain rude and crazy. And I was a bit disappointed to find out that the people here aren't as open to being on camera as in other places I've been. But if you turn the cameras off for a while and just walk around and interact with the locals, you'll discover the true nature of the Bajan people. A famous writer once said, "We travel to learn that places are not like we think they are." So even though Barbados wasn't entirely what I expected, I'm really glad that I got to discover what the island is really like, because at the end, that's what travel is all about.